Today's guest is Emily Warr. She's an entrepreneur whose passion for using the power of scent led her to create a highly successful candle company. Find out more. Hi, Shanna Forstall here with Chit-Chat Chattanooga, and my guest today is Emily with Rustic House. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Emily, if you're into candles, Emily does this candle thing where she makes like the most amazing candles in the world. So that's what we're going to talk about today. If you're from Chattanooga, you already know about her candles. Like everybody here already knows. But if you're not, you might be new to this. And if you're new to this, you don't want to miss this. So here we go. So Emily, welcome.
Thank you.
And glad to have you here. Tell us a little bit about your story. Like, I know one of the things that you put on your website, and I agree, is that there's like so many candle businesses. So you decided to start a business that, like, there's already a bunch of them. It's not like there's one or two.
Right.
There are so many candle businesses, and you found a way somehow to stand out in all of that. So tell me a little bit about that.
So I started working for a candle company back in Birmingham, actually, when I was in high school. So then fast forward, I moved up to Chattanooga and moved here for college, but decided in the back of my head, I knew I was going to start this company. And so when I started, I was just like you said, there's so many candles out there, how are we going to stand out? But I started with a love for like the actual ingredients and making sure that everything from the fragrances to the wax to the container was really important to start with the product being good.
Right.
So if a customer comes and buys a candle once and it's not good, they're not going to come back. So I put most of my R&D is the major emphasis for our candles. And I knew that if I started with quality, that people would come back.
Right. So something that many of us may have forgotten, I think we learned it in like the 5th grade, but candles used to be made out of whale blubber.
It's gross.
Ew.
Yeah, it's so nasty.
Right? So now you're making them out of something else.
Yeah, so ours are a soy candle. So we support sustainable farm practices, and we work really closely with our chemists to make sure that they take all the dyes, additives, phthalates, known allergens that cause headaches out of the candles.
Which is really important because a lot of people have allergies. And if you buy a cheap candle, a lot of people get a headache from it.
Right.
Or have some response to the fake stuff that's in it.
Yeah. So we had a lot of people that will say, oh, no, I'm still allergic to, good candles. And so I just encourage them, just try this. And countless times, more than I can count, people will come back and say, oh, my gosh, like, these are the only candles that don't give us headaches. So nailed it. we were excited about that.
That's great.
Yeah.
And her candles are fabulous. If you haven't tried them, I've gotten to experience a few of them. The CBD candle, let's talk about that.
Well, so the CBD candle's cut. It's not.
Gone
Okay,
for
now.
We'll skip that.
The world wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world wasn't ready.
I was ready.
I was too. Yeah, they're magical.
I love that candle.
Yeah, I know, right? So it was, that's not going to.
So let's talk about, candles. People like different scents, Oh, wait, you have a slogan, follow your senses.
Yes, follow your senses.
So let's talk about that.
So follow your senses is obviously really important to us. It's very literal for our company, but it's just basically that, whatever your goal is, if it's to be a mom or if it's to be a dad or if it's to be, a businesswoman or not, whatever your goal, your personal goals are, it's just really to remind ourselves to follow your dreams, whatever they are.
That makes you passionate, right?
Right. And it's especially important to me because when I started this, even my own family, friends were like, oh, that's cute. You're starting a candle company. And, I was like, I know I'm going to start this company. It's going to be big. And I knew that deep down, but I couldn't, I had to prove it. So just to remind myself that, through this first years as a garage startup, I really struggled. And just to remind myself to keep going, because I knew deep down that follow your senses, this is going to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's our mantra.
And I see I've gotten to spend a little time in their company and in their warehouse and with some of your gang. And I think it's something that you've incorporated into even your corporate philosophy. It's something that your team lives and breathes. It's not just something you say or put as a slogan on the wall.
Right.
Like you guys actually try to live this. You give everybody time off. You guys do fun stuff together.
We created a dog
you
park.
Dogs all over.
So that was
dogs.
Another side dream. We were just like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to have a dog park at work in the backyard. So we used our old recycled pallets from all the shipments we've gotten and got the guys out there to, make the dog fence. And so now we're able to adopt and foster dogs and bring our own pets there. And so it's just a really fun, loving place that we all have a good time at.
I love that. And it feels like, with a company, a smaller company that, starts smaller, someone like you set the tone for the whole company. You set the tone for like, what does this workplace feel like? What does the product feel like? What is the end result? And you guys are all about making people feel better, I think, right? And enjoying life. Isn't there something to just like...
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great business because it's fun and it makes people happy. And so one thing that's big for me is that, we don't just, we all have these scents that remind us of like kindergarten or a certain person that, we love, but also we can create memories. So if it's like your wedding day, we can create that special scent for you. So I just think scent is just so powerful. So
it is. It absolutely
really,
is.
really
just like music, and when you hear a song, you remember a place. I think with scent, it's the same thing.
They say it's actually more. They
your
say
grandma's house or like some moment you had, like prom or whatever, right?
Yeah, they say that it's actually stronger. The power of scent is stronger than music even. And we all know, like you said, how much we love music.
Yeah. So you're from Birmingham originally. You ended up in Chattanooga. Tell me a little more about why you came here.
So I came here for college, according to my dad. Yeah. Actually moved here for climbing. I used to love climbing, and Chattanooga's known, throughout the country for having one of the best climbing in the world. Right. So it's really amazing. But
now, why did you stay? You started this business. It's become very successful. Why are you still in Chattanooga?
I'm still in Chattanooga. I think it has largely to do with our outdoor scene as well. The local community has been beyond supportive, and we've really created a name for ourselves. So we've got just homies here that we love, and they've supported us. And also just the entrepreneurial hub of Chattanooga it's incredible. So there's resources. You name it, we've got it.
Because you started in an incubator here, right?
I started in the garage and then moved to the incubator a year and a half out of the garage. And they gave me all the resources I needed to hook me up with everything you can imagine. And I actually still work closely with them.
Great.
And get business counseling and all of that through there. And it's just a good idea to keep continuous counseling when you're
especially when you're growing as fast as you are.
Yeah, it's wild.
So just to wrap it up, we're shooting, if you guys don't know, in the library, the second floor of the downtown library in Chattanooga, which is a lovely space. And we have Sam out here helping us with the space. But I wanted to ask you as we wrap up, Emily, do you have any memories in a library or with books? Were you a reader when you were a kid?
I was not a reader when I was a kid. I am now, but no. I was always wanting to be outside.
Yeah.
Get me out of I was doing anything to get out of the classroom and just put me outside. So
you've always been a nature girl.
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
But this place is awesome. I love the Chattanooga Library because there's all kinds of cool things.
There are so many great resources here, right?
And
she was just saying that when she started her business, she was doing some printing on the fourth floor. We're looking at doing some up there. They have great resources.
It's incredible here.
So, Well, thank you so much for coming over and talking to us. And good luck with everything. I know you're expanding quickly, and that can be a little stressful.
It is.
Especially after a year of COVID.
Yeah,
But you guys have killed it. Like you've got a great team, and you guys have hustled, and you're doing well. So congratulations.
I couldn't do it by myself anymore. It's team, all of the team. I'm beyond grateful, but I appreciate you having me in.
And the dogs.
The dogs
help everybody.
Can't forget Shop Dog Banjo.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show, Emily. Thanks,
Shanna.
everybody. Shanna Forstall with Chit-Chat Chattanooga with Emily of the Rustic House. We'll put all our information at the bottom of this video.